All right, today we're going to take a tour of one of the most incredible, most productive, and honestly, most vital factories on the entire planet. And you know what the best part is? You carry it with you everywhere you go.
So let me ask you, what do you think it is? Some giant car plant? A massive tech campus building microchips? Well, the real answer is actually a lot closer to home.
That's right. The single busiest, most essential factory you will ever own is humming away right now, deep inside your skeleton. And to really get a feel for it, you have to understand the mind-boggling scale of its work.
500 billion. That is a staggering number. That's how many brand new blood cells your own personal factory is cranking out every single day. To put that into perspective, that's more cells than there are stars in our galaxy. And it's happening inside you, every 24 hours. Just incredible.
Okay, so let's start our tour of this hidden factory. First things first, we need to get to know the facility itself.
So the official name for this factory floor is bone marrow. Now, it's not in every bone, but it's packed right into the core of your most important ones. We're talking your spine, your hips, your ribs, even your skull. It's that soft, spongy center that's really the heart of this whole operation.
And get this for efficiency, this biological powerhouse, the one churning out 500 billion items a day, makes up only about 4% of your total body weight. It's just an absolutely incredible lesson in productivity.
And you know, like any well-run factory, the space is perfectly organized. You've got your red marrow, that's the main production floor where all the action happens, where all the blood cells get made. And then you have your yellow marrow, which is mostly a storage unit for fat. It kind of acts as a backup energy reserve for the body.
Now, you can't have an incredible factory like this without a master architect, right? Some brilliant engineer who designs every single product. Well, in our bone marrow, that role is played by one very special type of cell.
Let's meet the hematopoietic stem cell, or HSC for short. Seriously, these are the unsung heroes, the real MVPs of this entire operation. Every single blood cell in your body, and there are trillions of them, whether it's a red cell, a white cell, or a platelet, it all started its life as one of these master cells.
So what makes these HSCs so special? Well, they basically have two superpowers. The first is self-renewal. They can make perfect copies of themselves, which ensures the factory never ever runs out of these master architects. And second, there's differentiation. This is their ability to transform or specialize into any type of blood cell the body needs at that moment. It's this incredible 1-2 punch that makes the whole system work.
All right, so we've met the architect. Now let's go take a look at the assembly line itself. This is where the real magic happens.
The scientific name for this whole process, this assembly line, is hematopoiesis. I know it sounds a little complex, but don't let the name fool you. It's really just the step-by-step process of turning one of those master stem cells into a finished, specialized blood cell that's ready to get to work.
The process is actually pretty elegant when you break it down. Basically, the body sends out a signal, kind of like placing an order for more of a certain cell type. A master HSC gets the call, and then it divides and transforms into whatever is needed. This creates these brand new, specialized cells, which are then released from the marrow factory right into your bloodstream to start their jobs. So what exactly is coming off this incredible assembly line? Well, let's meet the microscopic workforce. We're talking about the three main teams of cells that are absolutely essential to keeping you alive.
So here's the main team roster. First, you've got your red blood cells. They're the tireless oxygen couriers. Then you've got your white blood cells, your 24/7 security force. And finally, the platelets, your emergency repair crew. Each one of these teams has a totally distinct and vital job.
Let's talk about the red blood cells first. Their mission sounds simple, but it is absolutely critical. They pick up oxygen in your lungs and then deliver it to every single tissue and organ in your body. Think about that. Without this constant delivery service, our cells just couldn't make energy. We wouldn't survive for more than a few minutes.
And check this out. Here's a fascinating bit of biological design. To be the absolute best couriers they can be, mature red blood cells actually kick out their own nucleus, their control center, just to make more room for carrying oxygen. They're basically just tiny, super flexible bags of oxygen-carrying protein. So efficient.
Next up on the team, you've got your personal security detail, the white blood cells. Now, this isn't just one type of cell. It's a whole diverse team of defenders.
They're constantly patrolling your body, hunting down and destroying any invading bacteria, viruses, or other nasty stuff. They are the frontline soldiers of your immune system. And finally, we have the emergency repair crew, the platelets. Whenever you get a cut or even a little scrape, these tiny cell fragments are the first responders. They literally rush to the site of the injury, they stick together, and they form a plug, a clot, to stop you from bleeding.
I want you to let that sink in for a second. It's not an exaggeration at all. Without this team of tiny repair workers, a simple paper cut could actually become a life-threatening event. They're just fundamentally essential for our day-to-day survival.
So let's just recap the daily output from this incredible factory inside your bones. Every day it creates a workforce that transports life-giving oxygen, defends you from a world of constant, invisible threats, and repairs you from the inside out. It's truly, truly astonishing.
You know, when we think about our bones, we usually just think of them as scaffolding, right? The simple structure that holds us all up. But as we've seen today, they are so much more than that. They are the home of a factory that continuously, tirelessly, gives us life itself. It really makes you wonder, what other hidden heroes are quietly at work inside you right now?